Hello guys, did you watch famous movie series The Matrix? If you did, then I'm sure you definitely love its main character Neo, or if you didn't watch it, then maybe you watched any of John Wick movies. In both series, main character is played by our very favorite actor Close this list of 10 best movies featuring Keanu Reeves. In this list, every movie is unique and have a great entertainment which will definitely fascinate you. So don't miss any of the movie and watch the complete video to better pick the best movie to watch first. Well now, without any further ado, let's jump into the list. On very first, I would like to talk about number 1, The Matrix, released in 1999. The IMDb rating of this science fiction action movie is 8.7. In this movie, Keanu Reeves did the character of Neo. The story of this movie sets in year 1999, where an ordinary man, Thomas Anderson, who later on is introduced to world with the name of Neo. He works as a software engineer in a company, but at night he works as an underground hacker. He sits alone at home in front of his monitor and wait for a sign, a signal from what or whom he doesn't know, until one night, a mysterious woman named Trinity appears out of nowhere and she seeks him out and introduces him to that faceless character named Morpheus, who he has been waiting for. He shows up as a messiah of sorts. Morpheus presents Neo with the truth about his world by telling him the dark secrets about the reality of the world that have troubled him for so long. Number 2, Speed, released in 1994, and this action thriller movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.3. In this movie, Keanu Reeves did the character of Jack Traven. Jack Traven is a young special weapons and tactics SWAT officer in the Los Angeles Police Department. One morning, Jack witnesses a bus explode and Jack receives a phone call from Howard Payne, a retired Atlanta bomb squad explosives expert gone bad. Payne told Jack that he has wired a passenger bus to explode, where if the bus speeds at 50 miles per hour, the bomb is armed. If the bus slows down and drops below 50 miles per hour, the bus will explode. However, Payne demands $3 million, and he also said that if Jack or any of the passengers tries to get off the bus, he will detonate the bomb. With help of one of the passengers, Annie, Jack managed to enter in the running bus. She is driving the bus when the driver is injured, and now they have to try to keep the passengers alive and guide the bus through the traffic and keep it speeding at 50 miles per hour. As the SWAT team and Jack's partner, explosives expert Detective Harry Temple, set to discover Payne's location and find a way to disarm the bomb before the bomb explodes or the bus runs out of gas. Number 3, Constantine, released in 2005. The IMDb rating of this fantasy horror movie is 7. In this movie, Keanu Reeves did the character of John Constantine. The story of this fantasy movie is about an exorcist, Constantine, and it all starts when a detective, Angela, approaches Constantine to help her investigate her twin sister's death. However, he agrees, and as he digs deeper, he realizes a dark conspiracy which could threaten the world. So now he have two content challenges. One is to help her and other is to maintain the order of the world.
Cold.
Sure about this?
No.
Number 4, John Wick, released in 2014, and this action thriller movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.4. In this movie, Keanu Reeves did the character of John Wick. The movie focuses on the character of John Wick, who lived his life as a legendary assassin, but he changed his violent life after he discovered his love and they got married. But unfortunately, his wife died and it puts John in deep mourning. However, one day a sadistic mobster, Iosif Tarasov, and his thugs steal John's prized car, and they also killed the puppy that was a last gift from his wife. It pushes John to go on a journey of death, and he decided to take the revenge against that gang. This incident also gave him a pupils of life again. Meanwhile, Iosif's father, who was a John's former colleague, he puts a huge bounty on John's head because he knows how dangerous he is.
Nobody?
That nobody is John Wick.
Number 5, The Devil's Advocate, released in 1997. The IMDb rating of this legal thriller movie is 7.5. In this movie, Keanu Reeves did the character of Kevin Lomax. The story of this movie begins with very calm and romantic start, and it all focuses on a lawyer, Kevin Lomax. But when he gets a job with a law firm in New York, whose CEO loves him very much because he is very impressed by his work. However, he soon realizes that his boss, the CEO of the firm, is the devil himself, and he plans to torture him, but at that time it was too late to escape it, so he have to fight it or die.
Let's make a deal. Who are you?
Oh,
I have so many names.
Number 6. Knock Knock, released in 2015. And this thriller drama movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 4.9. In this movie, Keanu Reeves did the character of Evan Weber. The story of the movie follows a dedicated father and husband, Evan, when he opens his house to two women, Genesis and Belle, who are claiming that they're very normal girls and just need a place to stay. However, when he agrees, things take a turn for the worse when they each begin to seduce him.
I'm sorry. If you want, you can come in and use my phone.
You. You're a lifesaver. Not everyone would let strangers into their houses.
You don't look that dangerous.
I'm not so sure.
Number 7. 47 Ronin, released in 2013. The IMDb rating of this action fantasy movie is 6.2. In this movie, Keanu Reeves did the character of Kai. This fantasy movie is based on a very interesting subject where Lord Asano is punished for injuring Lord Kira and asked to commit seppuku. Seppuku is an ancient Japanese ceremony where the convicted nobleman take his life by putting a knife in his chest. However, when Kai and the other samurai realize that their master was not at the fault and he is innocent, they set out to seek revenge against Lord Kira because they think Lord Kira is responsible for all of this. Number 8. Point Break, released in 1991. And this crime action movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.2. In this movie, Keanu Reeves did the character of Johnny Utah. This movie is about a gang of thieves who names themselves the former presidents of the United States. They did lots of bank robberies by wearing masks and act fast without leaving a trace, right under the nose of the police. Under those circumstances, after following up on a lead, the clean-cut and an inexperienced FBI agent, Johnny Utah goes undercover to infiltrate the local surfing community and extract information from his surf tutor, Tyler. Before long, as Johnny gets accepted into the group, he will befriend Bodhi, the mystic and enigmatic surf leader, who teaches him not only how to catch the perfect wave, but also how to find a new meaning in life. However, Johnny walks a thin line, and now he has to decide how far he can go without blowing his cover.
FBI! Freeze! Special Agent John Utah, day number 1 in LA. Welcome aboard.
You want to nail the bank robbers and be a big hero.
Definitely.
Number 9. Street Kings, released in 2008. The IMDb rating of this crime thriller movie is 6.8. In this movie, Keanu Reeves did the character of Detective Tom Ludlow. The story of this movie focuses on a policeman, Tom Ludlow, who gets disillusioned after the death of his wife. However, now he is accused of killing a fellow officer, and all the other officers want revenge, but he said this is a conspiracy against him. But when they don't believe him, he begins to go against his own people and question their loyalty, and also prove his innocence. And on very last, number 10, The Lake House, released in 2006. And this romantic drama movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.7. In this movie, Keanu Reeves did the character of Paul Sutton. The story of this romantic movie starts when a young married soldier befriends a pregnant lady, who is petrified her father will disown her. However, when they were on a bus and disputes about it, he agrees to pose as her husband. As time passes, they start growing fond of each other, and after that, story took a very surprise turn.
2004.
No, it's April 14th, 2006.
It's the same day, 2 years apart. This is insane.
Can this be happening?
So, friends, this was the whole list of movies. I hope you enjoyed it and excited for watching the movies you have not watched yet. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Leave the comment below and share your thoughts on this video, and let me know your favorite one. And also please do subscribe this YouTube channel for more interesting content like this. Stay strong and see you in next video.